In Russia, a man usually supposed to pay for a woman. Be honest.
No,
Would you like to live in Russia instead of America? I think that for foreigners that is completely crazy, all of this.
Don't even get me started. It can't be because of me. There's no way it's because of me.
Hello everybody, my name is Sasha and welcome to my channel. So I was just also wondering, for example, is it normal in America at the age of 20, already getting married? Because in Russia, at least for example, my generation, I'm 20 and there's so much people around who are getting married now, getting family. And I know that in Europe, they're doing it usually at the age of 30 or something. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit later.
Right.
What about America?
It's not common to get married at 20, 21, 22. It's pretty uncommon. I think it was common 70 years ago. Mm-hmm. People would just graduate high school, have kids, and then have the kids work on their farm or whatever. So,
would you like to live in Russia instead of America?
Just depends what happens, I think probably not. I think overall America probably is, I'm not trying to be biased here, I'm really not, but I think overall America probably is a better way of life.
Why? Explain your, personal feelings about that. Why? Be honest.
No, it's just hard to explain, I want to say more opportunities. Yeah, more opportunities to grow, better salaries, more money. Money shouldn't be the reason, but let's be real. It's always got to be a reason for taking a job. I think just maybe an overall better quality of living, as long as you're not living in a poor area. I haven't experienced anything bad here yet, so I can't really compare it. But I know a lot of people from Russia complain about, I guess, maybe freedom. I'm not too sure what that means because I haven't had any freedom issues yet. But, I watched an interview video and some Russians say they want to move to America. But, you never hear an American say, I want to move to Russia.
What do you think about our Russian letters? Because I think that for foreigners, that is completely crazy, all of this.
Don't even get me started. When I was first looking at it, I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to learn this alphabet. 33 letters, 2/3 of them are different,
You told just that you would maybe better to live in America, and there should be stuff which, you're proud the most that you're from that country. What is it?
Maybe for guys, the first thing that'll come to mind is sports. I think we have the best variety of sports, and me personally, I'd probably get a lot of backlash from people over here. I don't like soccer. I think it's kind of boring. But so I like sports that are more fast paced and score more than one or two points, goals, whatever. So I like basketball, football, but soccer's not a big sport.
Okay, so the sport.
Sports, I think we have the best variety of sports, and for a lot of people, sports is a huge passion, and it's a huge part of their life. So
is it only sport?
No, it's just it's really not too much different from here. It's just you kind of live your everyday life. You go to work, maybe go to the gym, maybe go play basketball, and then go home and whatever. It's really not significantly different. It's not like Africa or something. It's just Russia.
Did you watch, for example, some Russian movies here? Did you get along with our cultural things? I
haven't seen any Russian movies now.
Okay, and haven't seen before, right? Any of them in America, maybe? Are you actually, do you have in America even that they're showing somewhere these Russian movies, or maybe, I don't know, having some Russian societies somewhere? Did you face it?
Probably in New York City, Miami, big cities. There's obviously little streets or districts where they're specialized for other countries, but no, America and Russia really aren't too close of friends. So
Also, what about Russian songs?
A girl I was dating the last few months, she showed me a few Russian songs that I might hear in the club, but I don't know. just kind of weird hearing a song and you don't know anything of what they're saying, you know?
But like, did you notice, is there like a difference, for example, well, also in my speaking, like about accent? Like, can you really understand, like, if Russian person will go to America, like that he's actually like Russian? That
Of course, you know, hearing a foreigner for the first time, I don't know, in my instances, when I hear foreigners speak, especially Russians, speak English for the first time, if they're upper intermediate or beginner of advanced, it's always kind of a struggle for me to understand what they're saying.
Oh yeah.
But that just comes along with talking to them more and more. Like my friend that I've been hanging out with here, at the first speaking club where I met him, I mean, I understood him, but sometimes, a lot of the time I didn't either. And I was like, it can't be because of me. Like, there's no way it's because of me. It's just because I guess it is because of me, because I'm just so used to hearing Americans speak in normal speed like now, and in an American accent. So I had to tell myself, you know, I need to put like myself in their shoes and really try to understand it from a slower pace.
Yeah.
And, you know, I realize that now when I speak to Russians who do speak English a little bit, I need to slow down when I talk to them, because, you know, putting myself in their shoes, you know, if they speak faster in Russian, I'm not going to understand them. So
sure. But like, so you don't understand sometimes what I'm saying?
No, I think your English is it's very good.
Yeah.
You know, I think I understand you for the most part, probably 99% of the time. So.
But I still have some accent. Right?
Of course. I mean, of course. That's just going to come with not living in the actual country where you speak it and hear it all day, every day.
Okay. So, like, you think that it can improve if, for example, I would like spend some time in America and then...
Give it 2-3 weeks in America and there will be improvement.
Cool. What do you think about the thing that in Russia, a man usually like supposed to pay for a woman, like, you know, in some places, like in restaurants or if they're going for some entertainments and stuff? Did you know about that?
Yeah, no, of course. You know, for me, it's always if it's a date, you know, I'll always pay on the first date, and you know they don't have to offer or anything. But my mindset, I mean, at least I think. Second date, for sure. If there's a third date, the woman has to offer to meet you halfway, or you know, or pay for the full thing by at least the third date. You know, I don't think it's fair that the man just continually just pays and pays and pays and pays, and then I think by third or fourth date, the woman should offer to at least meet halfway, and if not, you know, it would really go the extra mile and really, you know, set themselves apart. If, you know, they said, listen, you paid for the first 2 days, I'll pay for this date, you know. I think that should just be worldwide, you know.
Yeah, well, it's not yet in Russia. I mean, still like men always paying here for women, so it's like still staying. But it's same like as like with Europeans, I think, because like, well, I also had European friends, and also when they heard that, oh, we need to pay for a girl everywhere, they were like shocked, you know, because we still have this model. And I don't know, genuinely, I also had a friend, he's Russian, but he's living now in Finland, and we had actually a small conversation like maybe 1 month ago about that. And before, he was always saying that I'm more like European, I will not pay for a girl, we will always separate. But last time we met, he was like, I start to earn more and it feels so great that I can actually, you know, pay for the woman, and he literally changed his mind. And I don't know, like most of my European friends, of course, they stayed with their, like, you know, statement that, you know, it should be equal, you should like both work and separate them. But like, I think it's just...
Not every time.
Yeah.
I don't think not every time. I think, you know, first 2, 3, whatever, guy pays for it, but I think... Hopefully at a certain point, the girl should offer to meet halfway, you know, equally pay. And then, you know, I think it's always good for a guy to be spontaneous. So if, you know, I say, you know, one time, hey, let's go to, I don't even know what to do for fun around here. One thing I always liked back where I lived was, it's called Topgolf.
Well, to a movie you can go here.
Go to a movie, yeah. If you want to be spontaneous and the guy says, hey, let's go to a movie, then yeah, let's pay. But, you know, if you both mutually agree, hey, let's go out for dinner, you know, It's just always nice if the girl pays. I think that it just makes a good impression on themselves for the guy, you know.
Okay. What about Russians can be proud of, like, you know, of our country? Like, from your point of view. What can...
Soccer.
Soccer?
Nothing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Their food, you know, I think you guys have pretty good food. It's different from America where it's just, you know, burgers and pizza everywhere. But
do you like Russian McDonald's better than American?
It's the same.
It's same?
I don't notice any difference. I usually don't even go to McDonald's anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, it's just McDonald's.
Because I've been, for example, in Bulgaria in McDonald's, and for me it really tasted worse than here.
Really?
But in Finland also I was in McDonald's and it was still cool, but still different. So, and that's why I was curious, like, how does it taste? Like,
I don't know. I thought it's just all the same. You know, they all process the burgers the same way, throw it on the grill, and then, you know, I don't know. I haven't noticed. Now I'm going to play some songs, and you will need to guess, is it Russian song or it's somebody else. So there's going to be 3 songs. So am I guessing Russian or not Russian?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell because they're singing in English. The style didn't seem, you know, like an American. I would guess, yeah, it's a Russian song. Is that right?
And you sort of already guessed.
No. That one's not Russian.
Okay.
Is that Imagine Dragons?
No. So which one is the Russian? The first, the second, or the third?
Maybe the third one. Yeah.
Actually, this is Russian. This is my friend.
Someone comes here to you. Someone comes here to find.
Okay, the second.
It feels like yesterday when I was mom's little baby. David, me and Jacob played in the sunshine and the rain.
Here, maybe.
I wanted to know some of the things that you've done. I've been feeling old, I've been feeling cold.
Third one.
No, actually, Russian was the first one.
First one is such a
Container, it's their mates, the singer. I hope this video wasn't that long and that you enjoyed our answers from Brandon.
My brain's a little
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Please give us a big thumbs up if you do, and maybe you want, I don't know, some other videos with Brandon or whatever. So just text in the comments down below your opinion and like what you maybe would want to see. Don't forget to subscribe and see you guys in the next video. Bye!